What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Today I have another top 50 9-hole course in the world for you guys. We are at Otaru Country Club. This is the old course in Hokkaido, Japan. I'm sure I butchered both the name of that course and the location, but highly rated 9-hole course. There was only one tee box option here. It was just one option. It was just regular, so should be a little bit easier. I'm sure that's probably somewhere in between men's and women's tees, probably not super far back. Some of these holes are probably going to be relatively short, but should be able to put up a decent score, hopefully somewhere around even par. The back is feeling pretty sore from taking a lot of swings and also working out, so definitely not swinging at 100%. I was hitting about half a club short on the driving range before, so may need to club up on some of them, but with the shorter tee boxes, that should play to our advantage a little bit. As always, Garmin Approach R10 behind me on a DIY leveled stand, Country Club Elite mat, home tee hero within the Garmin Golf app, and some 10x7 nets. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm just going to check periodically throughout this to make sure the camera's going and everything is copacetic. Seems like we're good so far. So first hole, we have a par 4, 353 yards. It's aiming us we'll go right about there, 293. No way we hit that, but that's going to be the line that we're going to take off this first tee. Hopefully get off to a good start with a decent driver swing here. The days are getting shorter out here, unfortunately, where I am in New England, so it's about 4:45 in the evening. Usually these take about a half an hour, so hopefully the lighting is all right, but yeah, hopefully it's not too dark, especially by the time we get towards the end of this. Decent start, started right. I don't know how much it's going to come back. .260. Got 100 yards left. The last couple rounds have been a little bit different from what I'm used to. I played the subscriber requested course. It was like Jade, Snow Dragon, something like that. I think it was Handsome Devil that recommended it, but that was a super long course. And then after that, the next course I played was a par 3 course, courtesy of Cameron Truesdale, or Truesdale, I think it was. So a little bit different. It's going to be good to hopefully put up a halfway decent score here, back on a somewhat regular and what we're used to, just 9-hole course. But second shot here, 99 yards, up once, we're at 100, plus we need another 10 because we're in the rough, so we're at 110. I'm gonna go pitching wedge. See if we can take advantage of that halfway decent drive to start it. Came off a tab left. Hopefully I put enough on it to get there. It might come up a little short. We got to bounce up. I think we're on the green. +2. Gonna be a par to start it off. Grab some Gatorade real quick. I know the sun's peeking through. Hopefully that doesn't mess with the camera. I know some of the lighting, sometimes it messes it up, but hopefully, again, it's with the later I'm out here, and the lower the sun gets, hopefully the bugs don't get too bad. But that's a me problem, not a you guys problem. Second hole, par 3, 132. So that's usually right around a stock pitching wedge. Again, my swing speed's down from my back being sore, so I'm going to actually put a little more on this. I'm going to close down the club face just a tad, see if we can get it there. If I hit a couple of these shots short, I might have to start clubbing up, like I mentioned. I pulled it left. Is it coming back at all? Came back a little. And even that was 131, and I swung pretty hard at that, so my swing speed is definitely considerably down right now. So don't judge me on some of my club selections. Third hole, par 4, 381. It's aiming us 261 out there. We're gonna go right about there. Down 2 yards, so it's gonna play 2 yards longer wherever we hit this. Went back to a Titleist for this round. I played Callaway the past couple. Came out a little low, but that was decent again. Started right, it's probably going to come back a little bit to the left, a little draw on it. Not super far, but we got 265 out of it. Usually on course, and here too. Driver's still a little bit short, in my opinion, even with the recent update. I'm not using any RCT balls or anything, which probably has some of it. I think Garmin just estimates the spin and kind of does a standard spin, but driver seems to be a little bit short, but both on here and on course I try to play it to about 275, a stock, kind of stock driver swing off the tee. If I can find a fairway, which we did on this one, so we've got 116 left. Gonna go pitching wedge again. Choke down about half an inch or so, maybe an inch. Oh, that was thin and left. That might be off the green. Yep. Bad swing there. At least it didn't give us a +3 though. We have a chance to chip it in here. Chip it in the inner circle, I should say. 14 yards, plus we'll call it another 1 or 2, so we're at 15, 16 yards because we're in the rough. We're gonna go 60 degree. I hit that thin and right, but it's probably still gonna be on the green. We got lucky there. We will take the par though. Fourth hole, par 4. Looks pretty long and straight. 429, decently long. Pretty open fairway though, so gonna aim right about there. See if we can keep up these decent driver swings. We're not clobbering the ball today by any means, but first two are relatively straight. Oh, my foot slipped on that one. That was low and left off the heel. Shouldn't have said that before the tee shot. 2 decent ones and then a bad one. 204 left, but we're in the rough, so that's going to add another 20 yards. So we got 224-ish, maybe 225. I'm going to go 5 hybrid. Usually on course it's about, play this to about 220, 230, depending on how I hit it. That was low and off the heel. It's probably going to go a little bit to the right, but should get relatively close. Probably still a little bit short. I didn't get all that. .22, no shortage. I'm going to go 56. Came out straight, but I hit it a little heavy. short, but we're on the green. Bogey, unfortunately. There goes the there goes the clean scorecard. We're +1 through 4. Fifth hole, par 4. We got a slight dogleg left, not much. We're gonna aim right about there. I can definitely tell. Driver's not too bad. Obviously, wedges are kind of. It just depends on the day, but I can definitely tell when my my back is starting to get fatigued. I can definitely tell. The biggest difference, in my opinion, is the hybrids. I lose a lot of distance with the hybrids, and then some of the longer irons too. I can definitely tell. Popped it up. .240 in the middle for a miss hit though. Could be worse. 95 yards, down 1, so we got 94. I'm gonna try the pitching wedge again. Came out right. Decent contact though. Take that. I think that was the inner circle as well. +1. We got a bird. Thanks to the camo shorts. Puts us back to even for the day, I believe. Sixth hole, par 5. Whoa. Alright. Tricky tee shot. So it's putting us, there's a bunch of trees. I don't know if it's, yeah, there's no, well, we'd have to take that line, but that's pretty, I guess, no, that's right into a tree. That's dumb. We don't need to do that. We can go here. That's 225. We've got room that way. And we'll go there. I'm gonna hit the 5 hybrid. Play it somewhat smart. Hopefully we don't catch this tree on the left. Well, we didn't hit the tree, but I barely hit the ball. That was so heavy. .155-yard 5 hybrid. Embarrassing. Alright. It's aiming us 170. We've got room up there, so if we go there, that's 246. Plus, we're in the rough, so that's going to be another 25 yards on top of it. So I'm going to go 3 hybrid, see if we can get back some of the yardage from that horrendous tee shot. Tried opening the face up a little bit on that to try to launch it a little bit higher up and over that tree. Clearly, that's not what I want to be doing. From bad to worse. These hybrids might have to go away for the day if I keep doing that. 117, still in the rough. Down 1, so we got 116 plus, we'll call it 12. So 126, 128. Gonna go pitching wedge. popped it up into the left. Hopefully it gets there. Might be a good thing, actually, that was long. I kind of swung, that was a full pitching wedge. That one, I guess we contacted, made decent contact on it, went closer to the stock yardage. That was still short compared to what I usually play it, but 7th hole, par 5, 520 yards, so we need a decent tee shot here. Same thing, off the heel and left. It's probably only going to be like 220. 223. Well, hybrid time. Three hybrid. Same thing, low left off the heel. 160 yards with a 3 hybrid. Hit my 9 iron that far. 142, speaking of 9 iron, but we're in the rough, so 142 down 1, 141, plus we'll call it 14, 15 yards, so 151, 156-ish. Gonna go 8 iron. Straight but really fat. It's gonna be short. Frustrating. I should just learn my lesson and not try to play these rounds when my back's not feeling good. 31 yards, down 1, so it's going to roll out just a little bit. 30 yards, plus we'll call it another 3 because we're in the rough, so we need 33. It's always tough because I try to get as many of these videos recorded and out to you guys as I can, especially while the weather's nice here, because I know coming up in a few days it's supposed to get down to 30 degrees overnight, so once the snow start coming and the bad weather, the weather into the teens, the 20s, the 30s, even the 40s, I'm not going to want to be out here as much, so I'm trying to record as much as I can. But the problem is I play a lot, my back gets super fatigued, and then the consistency and my scoring and everything else just goes way downhill. I mentioned it before, but for me it seems like if I play every other day is the sweet spot. Give myself a day to rest, but some of these days I've played as much as like 45, 50, 60 holes back here in a single day, which is probably not ideal. 8th hole, par 3, 157. Usually that would be a 9, but I'm going to go 8 iron. That was struck better. Hung it out a little bit to the right. But if that's not too long, that should be pretty close. A little long. Yeah, so it seems like I hit that one decent, a little bit right, but about a club short right now with the swing speed. squeak out a par. 9th hole. See if we can finish this off with a good driver swing. Par 4, 305. We're +1, so all things considered, it's been some pretty horrendous shots, especially with those hybrids. Driver hasn't been great, but +1, pretty easy course. So this is a questionable line though that's having us take over these trees. We've got room long, so I guess I'm not going to touch it. That's usually where it has you go. Usually I've noticed it doesn't put you in too much trouble off the tee. See if I can actually hit this more towards the middle of the cliff face, or even towards the toe a little bit. That was still low on the club face, but it was better. Oh, 151 yards. I guess we caught those trees. Garmin did us dirty with that line. All right, 155 down 154. That would be 9-iron territory, but again, gonna club up 1, go 8-iron. Oh, that was really thin. That might be off the back of the green, especially because I clubbed up. Land soft, land soft. All right, finish it off with a par. And this is just putting us back to 1. So this is where we're going to end it. Take a look at the scorecard. From Otaru Country Club, this is the old course in Hokkaido, Japan. Part of the top 59 hole courses in the world. We ended up with a +137. So not too bad. We had 3 pars, and we went bogey, birdie, par, bogey, and then par to finish it off for a +1. We hit 3 out of 7 fairways, a little bit lower than 50%, but not horrendous. There was a few bad swings in there, but a few decent ones. Greens and regulation, we'll actually take that. 6 out of 9, that's about 75%. We'll take that all day. And then the putts were a little bit high, 16 putts across 9 holes. That's getting pretty close to 2 putts a hole, which we want to be ideally close to 1.5, if not 1 eventually, but that all comes down to the wedge play. So not too bad. Can't be too mad with a +1. Definitely wasn't 100%, but gonna rest up, come back out another day, hopefully put up some better scores, increase that swing speed a little bit. But that's all I have today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys at the next course.